Welcome back to the Dr. Rob Show. My first guest is helping support families living with autism each and every day. Linda Cooper is the CEO from the Autism Cares Foundation. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to be
We
here.
appreciate so much what you're doing. We're a real supporter of your organization. But tell us why you started Autism Cares.
Absolutely. I have two sons. I have my older son is doing fantastic. He's in his first year of college and growing and enjoying his life. My other son, Michael, was diagnosed with autism at 2.5.
Wow.
And today he's 16 years old and he's growing, a young boy, and is going to be a man someday. And his needs are going to change, definitely throughout his life. What we noticed when Michael was getting older, like I said, he was diagnosed at 2.5, so around 5 or 6, we definitely saw a huge difference in his life from Frankie's life, and that was friends.
Yeah.
There was no friends.
Right.
Frankie had a ball. He had friends coming over. They would go downstairs in their own little boys' room and play video games and go shoot hoops. Well, Michael's world wasn't like that.
Right.
Michael came home and was met with a therapist, whether it's a PT, occupational therapist, speech, and it was, I call it like a revolving door.
Right.
You know, when one goes out, one comes in, and there was no one knocking at that door saying, you know what, I want to play.
Right.
I want to be like my brother and play basketball, go downstairs and have some fun playing videos. That's what kids do. That's
So is
what
that
they
one
do.
of the missions of the Autism Cares Foundation, is to help families with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what they missed was that social piece. They needed to have friends.
So how do you promote that with your organization, with your foundation?
Sure. What we do is we host an activity or event. And that's what we do, is we provide activities and events for individuals with autism.
That's wonderful. That's a great way to meet other children and interact
Absolutely.
where they normally wouldn't get that opportunity.
Absolutely. And not only
great.
that, the parents get to interact.
gonna say,
And
yeah.
there's so much information that can be
Yes.
shared.
Absolutely.
And you
It's
always
vital.
feel better when you know other people are going through what you're going through and can help you and give you tips. That's wonderful.
Absolutely. They need that. And what about the siblings?
Right.
My son Frankie went through a very tough time.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah,
having
they
people
have to
coming in
deal
their
with it,
home
right.
and not giving him the attention
Right.
and what's wrong with me, and
Yes.
and it's just a very long process. So the foundation, these events are so essential to them. It is so needed that our community that we provide these services for, they rely on us.
That's fantastic.
Well, it's so
They rely
important
on
because,
us.
again, as we were talking about, first of all, when you got the diagnosis of autism, what you said was they wrote it on a prescription pad. They
Absolutely.
didn't even tell you in person, and you had no idea what autism was.
None whatsoever.
So you've spent your life trying to
Absolutely.
accumulate that information. And Carol and I, the reason why we have the show is because we feel that, you know, Main Street media is just ignoring this community, the special
Absolutely.
needs community as
That's
a
why
whole.
we need shows like this. It is extremely important to these families. You know, you have in America today 3 million.
It's
3 million individuals
it's so prevalent,
with autism.
That's just autism.
Along
Correct.
with the autism comes the diet, and how do
Absolutely.
you provide fun food? The kids don't want to have to eat weird food. They want,
Absolutely. And they want to eat something that tastes good.
right and looks
And
good.
that's a social
And looks
thing
really
too,
good.
because if they have to eat foods that are different than everybody else, that
Absolutely.
also affects their social skills.
Exactly.
You know, their ability.
Exactly. That's why all of what you're doing, all of what the foundation is doing, is that we're filling that void. The puzzle is starting to connect. There is hope for families. There is hope, and the foundation brings that hope, because when you attend an event, the smiles on their faces and the joy that we bring to their lives, that's the story. The story is them. It's
Can
their
you
families.
tell people how to find out about these events?
Absolutely. The Autism Cares Foundation, again, we provided, since our inception, 500 activities, events for individuals
Wow,
with autism.
that's
Impressive.
a lot.
So,
That's really
And that's the
impressive.
missing piece for most of these
Exactly.
kids, is the socialization. And
Exactly.
it's for every mother. That's the most important thing. That
absolutely,
you
you want to have your son have fun.
Yes.
And be happy.
Laugh.
And be happy.
Laugh and not
right.
be judged.
Right.
So these events are done in a very safe environment. There are a lot of love. I call our families, they're our extended family. We love each and every one of them, and it's a lot of hard work, but the reward is just absolutely tremendous. And
So again, just tell the people where they can get and find out information.
absolutely, they can find out information about our events on the Autism Cares Foundation.
Okay.
.org. And what we're trying to do is we serve many families, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to broad. We're trying to get this foundation and out there and make it aware.
Nationwide?
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? It just, and anybody can call me and contact me, and I'd be willing to go out there and do whatever it takes to help them develop, because it is a lot of hard work, but it's easy as you just take an event. Like next week I'm going to have a prom.
Oh, that's great.
A prom where they can dress up and look beautiful and to the nines. It's a full prom.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's
It's the sweetest
Yes.
No, that is- it's
And our
really-
oldest prom, she was 37 years old.
Wow.
She'd never been to a prom.
I love
Well,
it.
It was
I love it.
amazing.
You're creating memories and wonderful
Absolutely.
memories.
You know, what I want to do
Absolutely.
is really just thank you for your work and thank you for being with us. It's really, time has flown so quickly. But Linda, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a
When we
pleasure.
come back, we're going to introduce you to a very special boy whose fascination with chimes is helping raise awareness of autism. His story when we return.